with another video. And as you guys can see, I'm in my car. I'm at the kid's school waiting to pick him up. So guys, I decided to do just a little video for you guys because I'm just thinking about my family, and I just wanted to do just a little kind of story time-ish with you guys. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I have 5 sisters and 1 brother. So I'm going to be, and that's in my immediate family. So I'm going to be sharing a memory of each of them. One of my memories. It doesn't have to be my favorite memory, but just a memory of them. You know, I mean, all my family's back in Minnesota. I live in South Florida, so my family's not here. You know, and so I miss them every now and then, more than every now and then. You know, so I am going to share a memory. You know. Share a memory of them. So all right, I'm gonna start with my oldest sister. My oldest sister's name is Nakia. Oldest sister, my grandma pretty much raised my oldest sister. So like, I'm thinking of one of my earliest like memories is like when I would go over to my grandma's house, and my grandma used to watch us, and I used to just run to my sister and like kind of hide behind her legs, you know, and I just felt safe, you know, with her, with just being, you know, that close to her, and just at like a very young age, you know. I just remember doing that whenever I went over to my grandma's house and I got to see her. So I like that. Every time I think of my sister and like think of like memories, there's so many memories, but like that's like one I really I really like a lot, because I feel like I felt safe. You know what I mean? You feel like that's, you know, you belong where you were, and I do. So I think that, I know that's like of, you know, my sister Nakia. And then it's my brother Adrisa. You guys all know my brother Adrisa passed in 2017. I think of him every day. Memories just always come through. Me and him, we had like a bond. Like, it was like kind of like, so, you know, like sometimes, you know, siblings can sit down and like talk about things that are going on. Like, ours was pretty much through fighting. We fought a lot with each other. Like, a memory I would never forget, like every holiday or whenever him and I were to see each other, we would just fight. Like, I'm telling you, like box. Like, he would come up to me and literally punch me dead smack in the face, and I'll be like literally knocked out. But I'd get back up and I would, you know, fight him again, you know, keep fighting him, and I wouldn't stop and he wouldn't stop, you know, and just kind of like a thing that we did. And I feel like that was our way of bonding with each other, you know. So I really do miss that. I mean, there's so many with him. Like, he literally was there, you know, when I was in high school. Like, he was always at all my games or my meets or whatever it was. He was just always there, and, you know. So that is my memory of my brother. I'm also, hopefully you guys, I put pictures so you can see each of them as I say their name, you know, a memory with them. And it brings me to my sister Phyllis. She is the 3rd oldest. Her and I are 2 years apart. And, you know, there's so many. She's more of like the sister who, I don't know, like, it's hard to describe Phil, because she just kind of, she's like a hard ass, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, you can't break her. She loves you in her way. But one of my memories is when, I remember this one. There's a lot with her, but, and like when I say she's a hard ass, and she's just kind of like got that really tough skin. So I was there because I went home, you know, for my brother's funeral, and I went over to her house, you know, because we were all meeting over. And when she opened the door, and she gave me like the best hug ever, like literally picked me up, lifted me up, and that's like something that like you don't really get. I wouldn't really get from her like that, but that was her showing me her love, and it was a sweet moment. And she just like lifted me up and picked me up, you know. So yeah, that was that memory. And then it's me. I'm the 4th oldest. I'm dead smack in the middle. So then I'm gonna go to my sister Trelanda. She and I are 3 years apart. She's kind of like the don't fuck with me sister. Excuse my language, you know. But she and I had a bond, and we still do have a bond, like like nothing else. Like that was like my sister, you know, like anything, literally, like I could go to her about it. It was like she was my little sister, but she was my big sister, if you know what I mean, because I went to her for like everything. And which brings me to this memory of I was probably, it was the summer before 7th grade, guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I have to share this. It's I was getting my period, but I didn't know what it was. So I had her come in the bathroom and kind of look and see, and you know, and she was like, told me that it was my period, you know, like I said, my little big sister. And it was so crazy. Like I could not ever forget that, guys. It was just like, it was crazy. And so then we walk over to where my mom was, and she tells my mom that we need money because we need to go to the store and get some pads for Ty because she started her period. Just like that. Like she is, for real. So, yeah, so that's my memory of her. And so then brings me to my sister Venetia. She is the second youngest. You know, she's kind of like feeling away, you know, a little bit standoffish, but she's so funny and she's so sweet and she's loving and she's so caring. I'm just like, when I think of Venetia, I just think of like how she does things in her way. You know what I mean? Like, when I say this, I think of this memory when, you know, we just were talking one day, just sitting down shooting the shit, like having a conversation. I think I was at her house, and this was a ways ago. I was living in Minneapolis, but I went over to see her, you know, and her kids, and just kind of like randomly, you know, she'd tell me she loved me, you know, and like I love that. Or, you know, another one's like, she was kind of like, when we were younger, she kind of was like a little bit of a bugaboo, so she would always want to come up and bug you and like kind of pick on you. So like I used to tickle her all the time and stuff like that. Like she just, you know, I think she's a little bit misunderstood, but she has a big heart and she's so loving, and I think she's a great friend and a great mother, and just a great person overall. Which brings me to my youngest sister. Her name is Raydell. Ray is a trip. She has a couple sides to her, but you know, at the end of the day, she's my sister and I love her, I really do. I have a memory and I can never forget this. She was getting ready to go into kindergarten, and I was getting ready to go into 7th grade, and so those were the times you had to go in, you had to get your physical and get your shots and whatever you needed to get. And this was like her first time going in. Our mom had took us, and she didn't really know what it was all about. So when they were starting to do the exam with her, like trying to take off her clothes and check her heart, she literally, guys, I'm telling you, she flipped out. She like was on the ground kicking and screaming. She was just not about that life. She was not like trying to have that happen at all. And I just remember I was sitting there and I was already done, so I gave her my sucker so that she can calm down and just let them do what she had to do. And my mom promised both of us a candy bar after the appointment if she, you know, if we did what we had to do. So I just remember us holding hands, walking across the street, going into the store afterwards. So we still got the candy bar, even though Ray was acting a fool. But that's my memories. Yeah, so those are my siblings. Like I said, five sisters, one brother. That's in my immediate family. On my dad's side, there's a whole nother ball game, guys. A whole nother ball game. We're not gonna get all up into that right now because that's just a lot right there. But I really wanted to share that because I was thinking about my family and I miss them. I will be seeing them in a couple months. I'll be taking a trip to Minnesota. So guys, if you guys are watching this, I just want you to know I love you and I miss you, and I just wanted to you know, give you all a shout out. And to all of you guys out there who watch this video, I hope that you liked. If you like it, like the video, guys. Please make sure that you share my video. Please make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. And tell a friend to check out his sister's channel. All right, guys, I'm out.